And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Happy days if you are a Springbok fan because they have just beaten Australia 24 points to 8. A pretty dominant performance. And what I just said, if the good news about the performance, and maybe the best news about the performance, there's room for improvement. Very good room for improvement. And, I think that what we saw today was a taste of what the Springbok side can be. Yeah, I think we can be better. I think they can improve. But you also, credit where credit is due. It's a team under a lot of pressure, a team that a lot of people had written off, a team that was told that they were useless, that they were horrible, that they couldn't score tries, they couldn't get things. And they went and got a bonus point victory against Australia, a place where they haven't won a match in 9 years. And you have to give them the benefit of the doubt because, I think that they were under a lot of pressure. It's a tough place to play, and they got the job done, which is the main thing. So I think the player rating is going to be a lot more favorable this week than they were last week. And we also going to vote for a man of the match. Now, I want to see some nominations for man of the match. I believe Damian Willemse got the man of the match in the game. If somebody could confirm that, that'd be great. But I want some nominations. I'm gonna put a couple of my own in. Who was your man of the match? And I'm going to be putting in Siya Kolisi. I will put in Evan Etzebeth. I thought Etzebeth was very good. Getting a weird alarm going off. So I'm seeing a lot of people saying, so we'll put Damian Willemse in. I mean, I feel like he has to go in there if he got the thing. Somebody's saying Mostert there. I like the Mostert shot. So let's put Franco Mostert in there. For somebody that's not a 7, I thought he played pretty well. Right, so what else do we say? I need another one unless we go to we can keep it at 3. I'm seeing a Visa. I'm seeing a Marks. I'm seeing a Moody. Anybody else? I think Kolisi, Willemse, and Mostert's not a bad shout. I think we could go with those two actually. Yeah, I think we go with those two. I think those were definitely probably the 3 standouts. So there, go and vote for your man of the match. I personally think there should only be one person you should be voting for, and that is Captain Fantastic. Not that I'm trying to affect the bias or anything. But I thought he was tremendous today. Absolutely tremendous. But basically, if you are new to the channel, this is how it works. We're going to go through, by the way, it's the pinned comment to go and rate the players. You go and visit the web link. I see there's quite a few people there that are currently voting, which is good to see. And yeah, basically, you go through each player and you give a rating between 1 and 10. And I think there's already been over 100 people rating, so this should be quite reflective, which should be quite cool. And then we go and we name a man of the match. We can't take too long, so I've got to go back get into the post-match conference. But we're going to start with Stephen Kitshoff and Malcolm Marx. Stephen Kitshoff playing, 77 minutes, I reckon it was. He carried the ball 4 times, making 2 tackles. He gained 16 meters. Made 2 tackles and missed 2 tackles. So, look, I don't think Kitshoff was his best game. I don't think it was a game for the ages. For the ages from Kitshoff, but scrummaging, it was pretty solid. I thought he made progress when he did carry up the ball. Didn't manage to get any turnovers, but I thought he was good. So I'll give Kitshoff probably a 7, because we won. So gotta be positive. He was part of the winning performance, and the average user is 7. So I like that. Malcolm Marx was a bit worried about his line-out work. We'd like it to be a bit better, and because we have to be fair, because Joseph Drebber was ripped apart for losing line-outs, and Malcolm Marx did lose 4 line-outs. So I probably had Malcolm Marx at about an 8. I'll probably drop him down to a 7 because of his line-out work, which I don't think that's bad, is it? Are we going to put him at 7 and let's see what people have to say? They gave him a 7 as well. I'm actually going to refresh this page just very quickly. I just want to make sure that everything has clicked over because it's weird to get exactly what I voted. So let me just refresh this, and I think things could take a little bit of a change. So we gave Kitshoff a 7. Okay, and we gave Marks a 7. Let's just see if it is. I just want to make sure that now that we've refreshed, it's definitely going to be this. Okay, so they're both got 7s. Franz Herbert, Willem Fridge. I mean, he played, what, 50, 65 minutes, 2 carries, 2 tackles. Pretty quiet, but I mean, you're not expecting him to be around the park all the time, are you? So I'll probably give Willem France a 7 as well. I think the front row was just good. Just in general, they're pretty good. 7.5. So Franz Herbert's gotten a better ranking than the other two. Yeah, I mean, you know what more can you do really as a tight head? But there aren't that many scrums. But I thought he did pretty well with what he had to do. I thought Evan Etzebeth was a bit of a giant today. I mean, 3 carries, 6 tackles, he won 2 lineouts, 2 offloads. He got a try assist. I'm leaning towards an 8 for Evan. I thought he was very good. Needs a break. He does need a break. I personally would like to see somebody else start. Maybe Salman Murat gets to start against Argentina because I'm worried about Evan's playing time. But what a play he is. And the Sharks, you consider yourself very lucky to have a man of that class. 7's a bit low. I'm a bit surprised that I must admit. So the average user score is a 7. Lua Diaga, I thought it was good again, actually. I mean, this lock combination is very good. And I think we were lucky that we then had somebody at Franco who's just class. But Lua Diaga made 9 tackles, didn't miss a single one, 1 turnover, 18 meters gained across his 4 carries, 1 clean break and 3 passes. Yeah, I think Lua also gets an 8 for me. Very, very good player. 7.5, I like that. It's also nice to be positive, isn't it? Because a week ago, fair enough, we were all quite miserable box supporters, weren't we? We had just lost, we'd been outclassed, we were just, the rankings were, yeesh, Oaks were going in. The question is, and it's a big question, are we at 10 out of 10 performances for Siaklisi? Is that where we are at? Could we be at 10 out of 10 performance? I mean, I just don't, what did he do wrong? That's the thing, you talk about a perfect performance. Is there anything you could have done better? I don't know if there is. 5 carries, he made 22 meters, beating 3 defenders. He got an offload, he had 4 passes, 11 tackles, 3 turnovers, 1 missed tackle. That's the only blemish on what is otherwise a very impressive Bok performance. So, yeah. So Bruce says nearly got a penalty against us. Yeah, we got nearly though, because I didn't. They looked at the incident and they said there's nothing in that. You know what it is? I'm going to give him a 10. I'll tell you exactly why I'm going to give him a 10. From a leadership perspective, he was exactly what we needed today. First of all, he was quite vocal. He was speaking to the referee a lot. He was getting in Nick White's face. He wasn't going to let us be pushed around. But he also said, right, chaps, we need to pitch up. And what I'm going to do as captain is I'm going to show you what I expect from you. And he got stuck in. He was physical. He was captain fantastic. He was basically saying, this is what I'm expecting. It wasn't a case of, I expect you to do this, whilst I don't. He very much led from the front. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to give him a perfect 10. I don't think it'll average it out. I didn't expect that, I must admit. I definitely did not expect that. Well, that's quite cool, actually. I think that's the first perfect 10 we've ever had. On the player ratings. And it goes to Siamtanda Khaleesi, Mr. Captain Fantastic. I'm going to check on my phone just to make sure that it's not an error. Yup, my phone as well. It's coming through as a perfect 10. Yeah, good on you, Sia. Good on you. He's a very... Some of these people, he draws a lot of the flack when we play badly. But today, he was just absolutely incredible. Very, very impressed with his efforts. As was I with this man, Franco Mostert. And... took a lot of criticism during the week. People saying, oh, he's not a 7, he shouldn't be there. Play Mark Albert Lowe. And I wasn't against playing Albert Lowe. But we saw what Franco Mostert brings today. We really did see what he brings today. So, I'm probably leaning towards a 9. I'm seeing Mostert 8, 9.7. Yeah, I think it has to be a 9. I think he was. I can't think of anything he did badly. 8.5. So the ratings are obviously working. Yeah, I was very impressed with Franco. And how cool for him to score a try in the corner. Like, when does he ever get to do that? He's someone who does all the hard yards and doesn't get the plaudits. And not that he wants them, but it's just, yeah. I mean, for him to be able to get a try like that, it's just fun because he is just the opposite of any sort of type of flair player. He is the dirty, like horrible crap that you don't want to do. You wouldn't even want to pay someone to do type work. So to score a try like that was pretty cool. Apparently Moody's downing a beer. That's what I like to see. I'm not going to down this because it's going to take me half an hour because I'm not the drinker I once was. And it's a very big beer. But salute to Franco. Yeah, so if you're still looking how to vote, it's on the website. It's the pinned comment there. You can go to the website. I mean, there's a lot of people on the website. So I think from what I can look at, there's been well over 100 people on the page. So that's hopefully sort of the amount of votes we're looking at in this. But Jasper Wiese, I thought it was pretty solid actually. I think once again he kind of sort of showed that he is very much ready for this level. And I think, I mean, I thought Train was pretty good when he came on, but I think he has to be at number 8. I really do. Look, I think right now, I think Wiese's got the hands of the 8. Obviously, everybody wants to see Evan Roos, which is fine. But I think that right now, that 8 is Jasper Wiese's to take away. I do think so. I think that it's a case of he's got the 8. Dwayne, you got to take it away from him. Or else Evan Roos, you got to take it away from him. But right now, he is the 8. And I'm going to give him an 8. Because I thought he was very good. And people are agreeing with me. People are going high today. I like it. I like it. And just in terms of if people don't know how this rating system works, by the way, it averages the scores and then rounds up to the nearest 0.5. So you're not going to get an 8.3. You're not going to get an 8.7 or whatever. You're going to get an 8.8, an 8.5 or whatever. So an 8 for Jasper Wiese. Jaden Hendrickson. Yeah, I thought he had a bit of an up and down. Look, he basically gets try assist. He basically assisted Kane Moody's try, but I didn't think it was Hendrickson's best game, to be honest. I thought that he could have been a bit better, but he was relatively solid. I thought he actually blew hot and cold. I thought he had some very good phases in the game, and then I thought he had some average phases of the game. So I think it was a little bit up and down. But 16's harsh, but I think average. I don't think he was sensational today. People agreeing there. And then Willemse was very good. Goal kicking is a little bit of a problem. I don't know what we do about it. Because you have to have a goal kicker who can operate in the 80s. He got 33%. He got 1 from 3. And I think the frustration wasn't so much like that he missed the 2 because they were difficult opportunities, but the conversion attempts were very poor, very very poor. I thought he kicked for touch very well from penalties. I thought he put us in very good positions. He's desperately trying to find that 50-22, which again is the bounce of the rugby ball. So he's a bit unfortunate, but with ball in hand today, he was electric. I mean, I think he beat 7 players. He also made 12 tackles, by the way. When do you see a flower making 12 tackles? So he's a bit of a conundrum because you want him probably to stay at 10. I still think 12 is exactly where he needs to settle in because you move that goal kicking part. I don't think he really did unlock the backline in inverted commas because I don't think we really saw too much of that. But he's electric with ball in hand. So he worked really hard. But yeah, so I'm going to give him an 8. I thought that he was very good. 8.5. People have gone even higher. I do think that 12 is exactly where he should play. I do think that he played 10 because there wasn't another 10. I would like to see a 10-12 Alton Yankees and Daniel Willemse against Argentina, and I think we're going to see them cook. And that's nothing. And that's harsh on Damien De Lindy all of a sudden because I thought De Lindy played pretty well. But I think that take away, you playing Willemse at 12 means that he doesn't have to worry about goal kicking. It means you still got his boots from a tactical point of view, but you don't have to use it. With Yankees as well, you've got left-right combination. You've got two playmakers, and defensively you can use him to the best of his abilities. So I still think that he is at a 12. My pimps, well, the rule is you get 1 point down for getting a yellow card. He worked hard today, made 3 tackles, missed 1, 29 meters gained, scored a try. So probably an 8 for my pimpy, but getting, I think as Matthew Dixon showed, gets 1 down for getting a yellow card, unfortunately. Whether it's a deserved yellow card, I don't know. We can debate that, but facts are facts, and we deal with factuals on this channel. So the fact is, he got a yellow card. So as a result, unfortunately, Marcus Zorlo, we probably all, even if it was justified, you take one for the team. I don't think anyone is really, and as you can see by your rating, nobody's holding it against you. People are quite happy for you to get that yellow. A man under pressure and a man who I thought performed was Damien Delendi. I thought that he worked really hard. He scored a very good try, but I think defensively he worked very hard and made some very big tackles. We started to see a bit more of the physicality that Damien Delendi is renowned for. And 93% tackle success rate, by the way. He missed 1 tackle and made 13. So on the attack, he made decent ground. Especially when they held him up, he pulled them over the line. But I thought defensively, he was, almost faultless, really. So I'll probably give Delendi an 8. I thought he was very good. 9. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So people have gone. People have gone with a higher rating for Damien. That's interesting. Jesse Creel, I thought was actually fine. I really didn't have too much to gripe about Jesse Creel. I don't think he had that much opportunity. But he made 7 tackles, missed 1 early, but after that I thought he got a lot better. I think he had like 1 or 2 carries, so he didn't have a lot of opportunity with ball in hand. I didn't think that he's out of his depth. I thought he was alright. I think he was just a bit absent, and whether it's his fault, it was his fault. Did he get as much opportunity? But was he bad? I don't think he was bad. So I'll probably give him a 7. I think he was fine. Maybe a 6. Maybe a 6. I'll probably give him a 6. 8 is very interesting. That brings it down to 7.5, which is fine. I think that he showed today that he can still play at this level. I'd like to see him more with ball in hand. I'd like to see us giving him more opportunity with ball in hand. But that's not always in his control. If he doesn't get the ball, he doesn't get the ball. Kanan Moody, what a lad! 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 3 tackles, none missed. 3 turnovers, 1 apparently 3 turnovers conceded. I'm not quite sure about that. 1 bad pass, a try, 35 meters gained, 1 defender's beaten, 1 clean break. Man scored a try. I'm gonna give him. He did pretty well. He didn't do much wrong, did he? A 9. I'm gonna give him an 8 plus the try, so a 9. Well done, Moody. 9.5. People are trying to give him the perfect 10 on debut. The biggest relief is that he just looked comfortable. Again, he looked comfortable at the level. And I think that's what I've been saying all week. He's just very... he just looks very comfortable. He's composed. We've yet to see him look flustered. We've yet to see him look uncomfortable. And I think that's probably the biggest compliment we can give him. Is that he looks at home at every level he's played at yet. Willie LaRue got 2 try assists, by the way. We've got to look at the fact that he got 2 try assists. Somebody said he missed his tackles. Well, he only had to make 2 tackles today, and he made them both. Just by the way. So Willie LaRue got 100% tackle success rate. 2 try assists, 1 clean break, 41 meters gained. I thought Billy was good. I think we need to start being. I think we need to start realizing that Billy actually brings quite a lot to the table. So I'll give him a 7. I thought it was very solid. 2 try assists, good on you. I think that's appalling. to suggest that Villarreal was 6. He's just a very divisive character, isn't it? You either love him or you hate him. So, yeah, as I said, I think today he showed that there's a lot that he still brings to the table. I would like to see Warwick Kallan get an extended run to see if he can put pressure on him. And I think that chances we go back to having Damien Williams at 12, at 15 anyway. So I don't think he's done enough to keep his jersey there, but I think he does. I think he does a very good job. And then Dion Ferree looked full of energy. I mean, didn't play very long, so it's difficult to rank the subs. A lot of them didn't play very well. So Dion Ferree played 9 minutes, 1 carry, made 8 tackles though. 8 tackles in 9 minutes. That's immense. I'm gonna give you a 7, chap. Congratulations. 6.5. Yeesh. Buggers are harsh. Buggers are harsh. 8 tackles in 9 minutes. He's basically averaging a tackle every minute, actually giving him low scores. Oxen Chair probably gets a 6 because he was on there for only a few minutes. 6.5, that's fine. Trevor, also for me, gets a 6. I mean, he was on for 16 minutes, but didn't have much to do, really. 6.5 is fine. Quaka Smith was on a little bit earlier. He made 1 carry, 5 tackles. Yeah, a bit of a quieter game for Quaka, but looked like he wanted to he tried hard and did get over the advantage line when he did carry a few times. So I'll probably give Quaka a 7. An 8. I think it's probably a little bit high, a bit generous, but Dwayne, big old Dwayne, first time ever as a sub, which is quite interesting. 1 carry, 3 tackles, didn't miss any tackles, didn't do anything wrong, did he? Didn't have much to do, to be fair, as well. I mean, he had the solitary carry, so you know what? I mean, a 3. What's the point? Like, what do you want him to do? He played for 20 minutes, got 1 opportunity to carry the ball, made all the tackles he had to make. And you're gonna give him a 3 for what? Based on what? For a 3, you're making mistakes. To get a 3, for me to get less than a 6 or a 5, you are making mistakes. He didn't make any mistakes, so you know I wouldn't be giving a 3. Same as Kubas Radar. Came on, didn't have much to do. Give him a 6. He's gonna get a 6. You know he walked on, didn't do much. See, there we go. Made a few tackles, but again played very little. Same with Francis Steyn, who came on, kicked a conversion. I don't think he even carried it once. So he gets a 6 again. And Warwick Kallan, well, he didn't even play. So if I gave him a 6, I wonder what his score would be. So to be fair, it's probably people giving him 5. So my rule is that 6 is average. So 5 for me is below average. Because I feel like we need more positivity. You know what I'm saying? And there we go. So the last thing we have to do is to vote for man of the match. 319 people have voted. 74%. Mr. Captain, fantastic. CM Tanda Khaleesi is the Forever Sports man of the match. Well played, Sia. Well played, Box. We can go and have a braai now and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Yeah, thank you very much for everybody who's joined us over the weekend, and we'll see you guys probably potentially tomorrow night for a show. I'll also be back on Monday for the normal week show. Obviously, no Springbok Rugby next week, but there is the Sevens World Cup, which is cool. So we'll be able to do that quite a lot next weekend. Be able to put our full focus on the Sevens, and then the Rugby Championship will return on the 15th of September. It's on a Thursday. It's Australia versus New Zealand, which is very strange. We will be doing a watch along for that. And then we're taking on Argentina at 9:10 on the 17th of September. And then we've got play the weekend after that. But the URC is also starting quite soon, so lots of rugby to go. Yeah, please do smash like a video, as I said. And we will see you guys all very soon. Thank you very much. And